Hello, teacher and TAs. Our group is Leng and our organization is Netflix. Uh, Talk about our organization. Netflix is an online streaming platform which provides customers to watch any movie, TV shows, or series on our platform, but under the condition that that customer has to be one of our subscribers, which has to pay once a month. And Netflix organization is just like another organization which has competitors. And the best way to deal with the competitor is to learn about the customer we have or someone who will be our customer in the future. As I said, Netflix is an entertainment media, so we will focus on the genre, which is category of the movie or shows. And to be fair, rating and revenue, which is income of that movie, is a guarantee value of that movie. That movie is very successful, and people will gonna like it for sure. And our second question is also strict with the movie. And Netflix has to add movie or create the new one to our platform every day. So we will not do it randomly. We have to do some research for do it, so we can learn from the customer what they really want to see. And next is uh, our dataset. We have two sources of datasets, which is external and internal. Internal is original Netflix movie dataset, which contain the customers data, movie data, and transactional data. And we also received the external data. For example, IMDb movie, which is a trusted uh, news for the movie industry. Other than that, we can use the box office data to be an external data to be considered. We have to go through the full capabilities of BI. We start at the first one, organizational memory. The technology that we use in this first step, we use data warehouse because all of data, both external and internal, are structured data. So we think data warehouse is powerful enough to handle the large amount of data, and because of it is a structured data, so they can search for data and modify more easily. And this data in the future can be analyzed and will be the first step to answer our business questions. Next is information integration. The The technology that we use in this step, we use web usage mining from the data mining technology. First, we apply to the our platform, which is Netflix website. What good about the data mining is we can track event and data usage from the platform that we applied on. As I say in the first, we have to focus on the customer. Only internal and external data sometimes is not enough. We have to find another data sources which maybe form behavior of our customer, which web user mining is very very effective tools to use to do this job. Next is insight creation. Our objective for insight creation, as I say, it has to find that what generate how generally affect with the revenue and rating. Our data source, we said that before, external and internal, and we collect data every month because we want our data will be as fresh as possible. We will be apply our model every month, just like the collecting data using the update data from the data source. Feature we use the column, which are the normal attributes of movie general information. just like title rating, genre, and so on. Decision we making is to import the new and trendy gen, which is a really important factor that matter with uh, revenue and rating. The reason we decide to focus on genre is it is a core of the movie. It is the most important that people will see that what this movie is going to be like. And to do that, we will predict our our revenue or rating by using genre. And we will do it every 3 months. To do that, we use the technique linear regression analysis. And to check that, to offline evaluate that, we use R square and p value. And after all of this, we will track that the movie that passed, that has genre that was predicted by this model, has how many rating or how much revenue from it. Next, the presentation. First, we have the bubble chart of genre compared with the sum of revenue. Let me show you how it works. Each bubble represent the genre. Some bubble has two genre, some bubble have one genre, or some bubble has three genres. And each bubble has the different size. The size mean the revenue of this combination of the genres. For example, this action sci-fi adventure has the biggest revenue compared to neighbor bubble like this. Action adventure comedy will be the second if it's compared to the action sci-fi adventure. Next presentation is the linear graph of genre compared with the average revenue in each year from 2006 to 2016. This is a linear graph. From this, we can easily tell which genre has the most average revenue by placing your cursor on this. You can see that animation always has the highest profit. So it can help in making decision that what genre should we deploy, because some of genre are continuously dropping like this Avenger. Next is a bubble bar chart of 9 directors and average rating. We uh, we cut only the 9 director, which is top 9 director that made the highest profit, and ranking them together. Each 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 color represent a different director. For example, this one is similar content with the green, uh, and each section represent the genre of the movie that the director have done. Uh, for example, Tim Miller have directed the action movie before, and the rating is 8.0. From this chart, we can easily decide the director that we want his work to be on our platform. Next is bar chart of genre and rating. Uh, Basically, it shows the combination of genre like this, and this one is the average rating. We can just easily compare that what combination of genre is has the most rating and will be considered to be made the next movie or create a movie. Next is the bar chart of director and revenue. I like the bubble 9 bar chart, bubble 9 director, sorry. We will contain every director available in our data source and ranking them. So uh, if you are interested in some of these director, we can just uh, come and see to easily pick one. And next one is like result from the insight creation step, which is the result of regression. We can see that uh, action. We can clearly see that each genre has its trend. For example, action is continually down and adventure continually up, innovation also. But what is really not better with the trend in this dataset is romance and thriller. This one is also the trend, but upper is the average revenue, but lower is average rating, which we think these both attributes is very important thing to be considered when you going to make or add some uh, movies to the platform. Summaries, we go through the four capabilities of BI. The first one, organizational memory. We decided to use data warehouse because it's the most suitable technology to handle the large data with most efficiency performance. And next is our information integration. We use web usage mining because we want to learn more about the behavior of user, the browsing data, and data usage tracking. Next is the insight creation. We use linear regression to predict that the revenue or rating going to drop or going to up upon the genre of the movie. And the presentation shows many visualizations which can lead us to make a decision easier when we going to add some movie or create some movie to our platform, which is the our business questions. So with this vocabulary of BI, we can now be able to answer to business questions. Thank you.